Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing open world winter sports game Snow. Game is free to play, sort of. It's really more like a demo because when you play the free to play version, you only get the tutorial mountain and the main mountain for like a week, and then you have to earn credits to purchase all of the outfits. The Ultimate Edition, which is really what they want you to get, unlocks everything for $20, which is the price of a normal, indie game sort of deal. So, like I say, you get outfits so you can customize all your stuff, your outfits for both the snowboarder and the skier. So again, you get access to all these things when you purchase the full version of the game. So we'll go into the play here. Primarily, you can do free roam, which is where you can ski down any part of any of the maps that are in the game. You can also do online multiplayer, where you can ski at the same time on the same mountain as other people that have the game, which is kind of fun. If you have some friends, you can ski around and see each other on the same mountain. All the multiplayer takes place on the main mountain that's in the game. So you can't do multiplayer events or anything like that. It's just free skate. So escape out of that. And then there's also specific events that you can do, and I'll show these off in a little bit. There's a very limited number of these. This includes all the ones from all the different maps, so there's not really a ton of events that you can do here. They have either time trials or trying to get the most points as you go down the mountain. Most of these are designed for really expert skiers. Most of them are very difficult, so I'm not that good at them. Although I will show off. At least one of the events there. So like I said, you get the tutorial mountain for free, which is very limited in scope. Most of the content is on this mountain right here. The rest of these locations are really just stunt areas. So all the X Game ones are the same, where you have the three areas. You have the half pipe, the big air run, which is not especially long, and then the slope style with all the little grinding and bunny hills and all that stuff. So it's really not that much content, to be honest. This is the other kind of big area that you can go into, although it's not quite as large as the main mountain. Now, the main mountain is very large, but I would like to have seen more, at least one more large mountain to go after. They could have simulated an entire real-life ski area. I think that would have been very interesting, with all like the real trails and stuff like that. But instead, most of this content is just filled out with a single run or two that you can go down the mountain in. So we're going to start out with the big mountain first, I would say. In the free roam, you can go around and try to find sightseeing areas to unlock them, which doesn't really get you anything other than the ability to see them and check them off the list of things to do. There's also other drop areas you can unlock if you find them and ski over to them. Other than that, the controls are pretty typical for kind of an action sports game. The different buttons allow you to jump, tuck for more speed, and then while you're in the air, you use the triggers and the sticks and bumpers to do rolls and grabs and spins while you're in the air. So you can select one of the drop points here from any of the faces. We'll do the ridge up here on the east face, I think. So, and then you just do that. There's quick options in here. So if you press the up button, you can change which sport you do. There's also there's a snowmobile you can use to get around easier, and a drone you can use to explore. The button over here changes the time of day, so I can change that to noon so we can actually see what's going on. And then you can change the time backwards a little bit, which you can see is changing my shadow on the ground a little bit. And then you can also cycle the music, which I turn the music off, mainly because some of the tracks are kind of annoying, but also so I don't get copyright thing there. And then you can also do a session marker, which will allow you to spawn in on that point in the future. Another option that you have in here is you can add props to the map. So you can go in, put in jumps and rails and other stuff to the map. And kind of customize it a little bit. So that's kind of cool that you can have the ability to do that. So we'll exit the prop tool there. Alright, So we'll just kind of skate here. So you press X to kind of push off. And then in free mode, you can kind of go wherever you want. So you can notice the game is not exactly the most stable thing in the world. You clip a lot into the surroundings. Let's see if I can hit this jump over here. Hold down A to jump. And then you can do little tricks like that and land it like that. And we'll do another one and hit this tree. Or that tree. Wow, I can't believe I've nailed that. Anyway, so that's basically it. You know, while you go down the mountain, you can do little tricks like that. Sometimes the game doesn't accept your input, especially in menus. It's kind of an issue with lag in general. In addition to that, the game crashes kind of a lot. More so than, you know, what you would expect out of a 1.0 release, because this is fully released now, although it's been in early access for quite a while. I've had, you know, enough crashes where I've noticed, you know, that it's crashed kind of a considerable amount. And then there's also server issues where a lot of the times I've been skiing along, I made a lot of progress, a lot of unlocks, and then the server's down, so it won't save my progress, which is kind of annoying. So let's see if we can hit a jump or something over here. Well, maybe over here. I'm actually getting really lucky with this. Here's kind of a jump I can do. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, there you go. You crash, and when you crash, you can rewind, which is kind of cool. So you know you can redo that jump again, try to hit it different, and try to hit it. We'll grab there. You get a lot, and while you do tricks and stuff, you get points. Oop, I just totally hit that. Which then gets added to experience that you level up, and you can unlock additional drop points and stuff like that. Once you progress far enough down the mountain, you'll find these little houses, symbols, which you can save your session, and then all of your points that you get turned into experience. So, and then you can continue riding, select a different drop point, so we can go to a different phase here. Let's go to the park and do some grinding and stuff. With the grinding, all you have to do is you jump onto the thing, and then you'll automatically grind. If I can jump, which I can't. I'm actually going too fast. Yeah, that counts. So now I'm stuck, but that's right. You can see there's also some collision issues. You know, you'll go weird directions. Ski. There we go. So hold down X to increase speed and jump off of this thing. Yeah, that was good. That was not good. Sometimes I'm a little bit overzealous on what I think I can land. And that was bad too. Almost hit that too. Okay. Maybe I should not go that way then. Just skip it. You see, this mountain is pretty extensive. That didn't really give me anything. A lot of areas to explore. This is probably where you'll spend most of your time, I would say, is exploring around here. But, like I said, they need about one more of those type of things to really fill it out. Because the rest of the content isn't as impressive, to say the least. So we're going to change mountains here. We'll go to one of the X Games ones. We'll go to this one. Just to show off what that looks like. Again, you don't have access to any of that other stuff unless you buy the game full. And you only get that main mountain for a week to try to, and then they gotta purchase the main thing. So it's not really free to play, it's really just a demo. Because you get to do the tutorial, yay. Alright, so again, this is very typical of these stunt areas. You only get 3 drop points. You get the slope style, you get the big air jump, and you get the half pipe. I'll do 2 of these. So do the big air first and show how embarrassing I am at this. Ooh, I actually landed that. Got a bad landing now. And that's it. that's the entire thing. Now you got to bring yourself to a stop. And then go over to this snowmobile thing to end your session. Before you run into the fence. You know, and that's it. And the other 2 areas are basically the same. I'm not going to do the half pipe because I'm awful at the half pipe. I will do the slope style area. You know, it is a replication pretty much exactly of what the event is in real life, which is pretty cool. But again, it's not a very big area. Sure. It's skiing backwards. Yeah, do that. Okay, here we go. Ooh, actually landed that. Ah, didn't do that one though. Yeah, that was actually pretty decent. Yeah, I got 300 and something points. There's a little sightseeing thing over there. No. Go that way. No. That way. No. That way. Yes. That way. There you go. End session. Give me my points. Alright. Browse events. So, not surprisingly here, they have 3 events. Basically the thing I just did. And the difficulties are all tweaked to people that are really good. Which I guess is fair, because the people who are going to want to do them are the people that are you know, better at the game or whatever. So we'll see if I can actually get the medal. I've done some of the other ones, but... Oh, come on. Really? There's a timer. There we go. No. And then the problem with the events is once you crash, you're done. You can't rewind. So you really have to be perfect on the way down. So I'm going to just restart the event. Let's try it one more time. But, I mean, it's the same thing as the free run, except you get a piece of clothing if you are able to successfully navigate all the way down the hill. Oh, that was actually not bad. I'll switch to snowboard here in a minute, too. That could have been better. No, don't hit that. Oh, come on. Man, that was the last one, too. Alright, any event. Boo. Alright, so anyway, let's change the mountain. Let's go... I'll just show off one of these other ones here. And then we'll go to the town at the bottom. We'll switch to snowboarding. Yep, the one drop point. And we're going to switch to snowboard. Switch the time too. Alright. So here's this area. I'll jump that. Maybe not. Maybe I will not jump that. Sure. And that's the entire area. Like I said, a lot of the stunt areas are not very big compared to some of the other places that you go. Alright, so let's go to the town over here. Again, all those stunt areas, and that's obviously the Sochi Winter Olympics there. But all these stunt areas are essentially the same, where it's like, the couple runs you can do, and then that's basically it. This area is not quite as big as the main mountain, which is where most of the people go anyway, and that's also where multiplayer focuses on. But it's a little bit more urban, has more buildings and stuff you can go into, which is potentially interesting. Alright, so I want to do one of the lifts. That's all they have is places in the town and the lifts, so I'm going to choose top of the mountain here. Alright, here we go. And I'll try to get some points on the way down here. Without crashing. Although I can rewind now because it's not an event, so that's something. The grab points you get are like so tiny, it's like not even worth hitting the button. I don't think I'll be slowing down. Sorry, buddy. You have way more points for doing turns and stuff. I bet you I can hit this. Nope, not like that. I'm not. Oh, I need a bigger thing. Need like a jump. I also need to be going faster. By this cabin. It's like not even anything. That was awful. Whee! Here's the mid part. And here's the town down here. Now, of course, the big part of the mountain's right when you enter the town. So, yay. Oh, I haven't unlocked it. Alright, let's see if I can get through this without running into anything. The answer is no. But there's a lot of stuff you can grind on. Yeah, see, that's pretty much what's going to happen there. Sure. Yeah, unlock. I haven't actually unlocked that yet. Yay! Unlock cutscene. So you just unlock like another place you can drop if you want. Trick off of that though. Maybe not a front flip. Maybe if I started that sooner I can nail that. Let's see. Oh, come on, give that to me. I'm gonna make this. I'm telling you. Come on. It's like right there. You can give that to me. Alright, fine. Fine. Be that way. Alright. Sure. I think I grinded off the wall there. Ground off the wall? I don't know. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, you know, so this is a lot more town than mountain. Let's see what events there are in here. Let's do... Yeah, let's do slopestyle. Again, it's got like the one event here. Same thing. Basically, there's one of these, and all the difficulties on these are hard. So, I'm not going to do very good at all. And which is kind of sad because they just arbitrarily set the limit like super high. You know? So, skip cutscene. Alright, let's see. And then the time trial stuff is like such arbitrarily like difficult places to navigate. No, that's not terrible. I just need to get through it without crashing into stuff. Oh gosh. Yeah, see, that's right. Quit event. We'll go back to the main mountain here. Because it's got the most stuff. We'll pick a different side. Just to finish everything off. I mean, that's basically it. Personally, I'm way more interested in exploring, which is why I'm kind of sad that there's really only one big mountain and one medium-sized mountain to kind of explore. This one and then the last one we did. The rest of the areas are just like stunt runs. So I would like to see one more big mountain in the game. Maybe they'll add that as an expansion later. But the game has been out in early access for so long, maybe not. You know, you do have the events at all of the stunt areas, but the scores you need to get are so high, unnecessarily high. They don't really need to make them that high. They just set them at that to make it hard. That it really kind of discourages new players from doing that, and really kind of sticks you on, you know, the mountains and stuff. Which face do I want to do? I already did that. Yeah, I'll go to the west. And I'm going to switch back to skiing. And I'm going to switch the time. Alright. So, let's see how many points we can get going down the mountain here. So you can follow the little trails, or obviously you can go wherever you want. I'm going to jump off this thing. Oh, come on, man. Counted that as a thing. Yeah, I got 900. Skiing and snowboarding are basically the same. They just look different. You do the same type of tricks, same controls, and all that stuff. So it's really just a cosmetic difference. Go, 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 go. Jump off of this. That was alright. See, the grabs give you like no points. It's really the spins. That's really what gives you the most points. It's like 5 points for something that might crash me. Ugh. Ugh. Can't believe I stuck that. I didn't really plan what I was going to do there. That was alright. There we go. If you hold down jump and then start turning before you jump, you turn a lot faster, as you can see there. There's a little house thing, but we'll keep going down the side of the mountain here. Like I said, this area is impressively large. I do like the main mountain, but it's the only really impressively large part of the game. And there's areas in here that I'm sure I've never been before. Or areas I have been before, and then my progress wasn't saved because the server was down. Because everything has to go to the central server. Going kind of fast. There's a winery over there. Oh, keep going. Keep going. I wish there was a map, too. Like a map that you could look at, like a trail map, but there's not. Can I do 2? No, I can't do 2. Probably do 1. I can do 1 in a spin. Oh, look at that. Oh, 1080. And I'm going backwards now. Oh, there's a tree. And there's a rock. Let me go over this way if I can. Nope, can't. Oh, wait, that's... I thought I had control of that. I was like, why am I not going over here? Oh my gosh. Watch out for that tree. I could have done a trick off of that. Oh, no, don't do that. It's the problem with going in the forest. I keep... Oh, look. I'm actually alive. No, I'm not. Alright, continue from here. Alright. Break. Just a little bit. Stop going backwards. There you go. Like I said, we're still going, you know, from the top of the mountain, so pretty big. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a hill, but it was not. I can actually probably jump over here now. Give me my 4 points for that. I think I can nail that. No. Well, yeah. Perfect landing. Figure that out. Down in the parking lot. There's a save point. Break! Break! There. Break! Yes. And there's a helipad too. There you can actually, let's do that. Because we can helicopter up to like the very top of the mountain and then die. That could be fun. You also notice there's like nobody else here. Like nobody riding the ski lifts. Yeah, North Summit. Because this will be the most dangerous place to go. They take away some points if you restart. But this is like the top of the mountain. And theoretically you can do some crazy tricks off of here, assuming you don't land in a bunch of rocks. Which is what's likely going to happen. If we're being honest about it, because you can't really see. Oh, look. Like that, essentially. Pretty cool. I can start all the way at the top. Ooh, hello. Yeah. Actually landed that. And eventually you'll get into like the regular ski area. Once you get down the mountain far enough. I'm actually doing pretty good, considering. There's a little tree area. I think I've unlocked that before. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Alright, well now that I know that's there, we can plan that a little bit better. Oh, look at that. That was not good, though. That was worse. We're actually kind of close. I think I'm kind of... Oh. Yeah, there's a lift right there. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna do that jump. I gotta get through those trees, though. Yeah. That was awful looking. That's right. I'm not gonna nail this. Oh my gosh. And then I hit a rock. That was pretty good, though. I don't think I'm gonna be able to recover from that, though. Oh, so close. Just... Yeah, again, this is like the button pressing and menu thing where you think you have control, but you actually don't. Oh, hey. Yeah, look at that. I'm getting a lot of points on this run. There's a house so I can actually save my progress. That's a lot of experience. Well, that was good. That was a nice little run from the top of the mountain there. I love when you run into the thing and then it counts it as like a crash. I think I leveled up with that. Yep. That was a lot of points for that run. I'm gonna swag by. Alright, there we go. So that's Snow. So like I said, it is free to play, but not really. It's really a demo. Because you only get the tutorial mountain and then this main mountain for a week. And then you have to use like points to unlock all the outfits and stuff. If you really are interested in this, you should just go ahead and spend the $20 and get the Ultimate Edition to get everything unlocked, all the outfits, all the extra mountains and stuff like that. You know, the game has 13 locations, but really it has this one big mountain, which is pretty impressive. This is a very large mountain with lots of areas to explore and jump off of. And you'll see something new pretty much every time you play. Because there's lots of different areas you can kind of go off to. It has the one village map, which is smaller than this one, but still potentially interesting. But the rest of the areas are all stunt runs, from anywhere from like about 10 seconds long to like a minute at the most. You know, the game really needs one more really big mountain to explore, and I'd like to see them add a real-life ski resort. I think that'd be very interesting. With all the real skiing things, and then you can go off and explore stuff. Obviously, that'd be difficult to model in a game, but I think that would be more interesting there. You can choose between skiing and snowboarding, which is basically the same thing. You do the same tricks. You just look differently while you're doing it, while you're starting off and stuff like that. Free roam is kind of the main thing to do. You can select the different drop points, and then do tricks down the mountain, and those points adds towards your experience level. Which unlocks additional drop points and other stuff in the game. You can place props to customize the mountain, which is pretty interesting if you're into that sort of thing. The events, you know, are potentially interesting because you have, you know, time trial and descent things. See if you can get at the finish line. Which actually I probably should have done from that. But most of these events are hard and really more designed for experienced players. As you can see here, you get one easy and the rest are like insanely difficult. Again, we'll play it, but I don't think it's gonna turn out very good. You know, the controls are very straightforward, just like for pretty much any action sports game, where you know, press a button to jump and press the different buttons to do tricks while you're in the air. So nothing too outrageous in that sense. There's also online multiplayer, but again, all the multiplayer servers are on the main mountain. So you're really kind of just playing with that, although you do get the experience and stuff. Yeah, see that. That's the problem with the events, is that once you mess up once, that's it. You're done. I think that's a very fitting picture for the game. The game also has noticeable bugs. Sometimes it doesn't accept your input in menus, which is really annoying. You have to press the button a couple times for it to register. It also has server issues, which really wouldn't be a problem except that all of your progress is saved online. So I've made very high scoring, very extensive runs with many unlocks, and then the game would just not save my progress. So I lost all that save, which is actually part of the reason why my XP level and my unlocks are pretty low, because I've gone runs where I've just done unlocks and then it wouldn't save anything. Then there's also crashes to the desktop that are often enough for them to be annoying and noticeable. So overall, it's not really a free-to-play game. Like I said, you really need to purchase the Ultimate Edition to unlock everything. I would say that the game is fun. The main mountain is very extensive. And, if you're into the action sports, skateboarding type games, it is pretty enjoyable. It does get repetitive because, like I said, the events are very difficult. They should have a greater variety of difficulty levels there and more events to do. I would really like to see the ability to make your own events. It shouldn't be too hard to kind of place checkpoints and stuff like that. Something like what Forza Horizon does, where you can customize your own racetrack. You should be able to do that on the mountain or stuff, or at the very least place a start and a finish line and then have people, go between there and there. That would really fill out the content, I would say. And then I'd like to see them add an additional mountain to the game as well. So as it stands, I don't think most people won't find the $20 worth of value in this because it does get pretty repetitive after a while, and most of the areas are very much the same type of stunt areas. So unless you're really into doing the stunts, you won't find too much value here. But of course, if you like the action sports games, this is you can try out the demo, see if you like the controls, and then go from there. But overall, I would say this is a game that I would borderline not recommend, based on the stability with all the bugs. The fact that really there's only one big mountain to explore in another area, and the rest are just stunt areas. And then the events are limited, usually very high in difficulty, and you can't create your own custom events. And you also can't do events in multiplayer either. So those kind of strikes kind of add up, especially for a game that's been in early access for quite a while, that you would feel that they would have a better handle on the bugs and a more content beyond what there is in the game at this point. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.